Hey everyone and welcome to another GameCast review. I'm Mark and today I'll be reviewing Dragon Ball FighterZ latest DLC characters, Cooler and Android 17, as well as the new 2v2 and 1v1 modes added along with them. First up, Cooler initially seems like another large, slow-moving grapple-based fighter like Android 16 and Broly. While Cooler is a bit slower than the average fighter, his attacks are based on closing distance quickly and zoning the opponent with some heavy combo finishes and beam attacks. While he's not incredibly unique, he does feel fresh and stands out from the rest of the roster as a bit more of a hands-on version of Frieza. His Meteor combo is especially cool, as in the air it's a grapple move, but on the ground it's a counter attack that can even counter a super move. Android 17, much like Bardock in the first DLC pack, overshadows Cooler's importance by being a standout with a unique playstyle all his own, or at least all his own within this title. 17 doesn't have a lot of moves at his disposal. He can bounce around the stage almost like Vega from Street Fighter and fire off a few sneaky energy shots. He also doesn't have much command of the air unless you have pre-charged his Power Blitz special. However, on the ground his basic combo attack can be chained into a number of different follow-ups that allow for in-the-moment combo building. These are fast, fairly unpredictable strikes that are a little hard to keep track of if you're mashing wildly. It's like an expanded version of base Goku's Kaioken, which gave you a brief window to increase the damage with additional inputs. 17 is like that, but also a little closer to Noel Vermilion from Blaze Blue, where completely new attacks come into play the second you touch the opponent. Granted, I've only had a little time with the character and couldn't pull off anything too elaborate yet, but I can still see his potential. Add in a great ground and aerial super and we have another fighter that will probably be chosen alongside Bardock in tournaments. Along with the newcomers, we also received some new content in the form of Halloween lobby avatars, emotes, and colours. Some of the colours are a little cheap, like Cooler just being completely orange, but then characters like Android 17, Cell, and Android 21 feel like they're getting in the spirit of things. The lobby avatars are especially cute and Cell's mummy design is a standout by far. Along with the Halloween items, we've also got a new stage, which seems like a good arena for future fighting game tournaments like EVO. I was hoping for something closer to the Tournament of Power arena, seeing as we also got Ranger 17, but hopefully we'll get more content with another season of fighters. The last new feature is 2v2 and 1v1 local battles. It's a really cool idea to change the structure of a tag fighter like this, however the character's handicap isn't changed to accommodate for the swap. 2v2 felt fine as you could still tag in and out and continue combos in a fittingly flashy manner, but 1v1 fights are over almost as soon as they start and many characters don't fare too well because their movesets rely on assists or setups. It's a nice idea and hopefully we'll get a few options in a future patch. Both Cooler and Android 17 have the same level of love and care put into them as the rest of the roster. Cooler in particular has a full transformation animation before the battle even begins, and his ground super is a great throwback to the first Cooler movie where he plants Goku in the ground. Android 17 looks great and moves very fluidly. His Meteor combo looks cool, but it just feels a bit strange that it's a move from another fighting game rather than something he actually used in the anime or manga. However, looking back on things, 17 never really had a finisher style move. Furthermore, it's a bit disappointing that we didn't get any dramatic finishes this time around. It would have been nice for Cooler to have something with Goku or even a special what-if thing with Frieza. Android 17 didn't really need anything at the moment, although something involving future Trunks would have been cool. As long as the next DLC fighters involve the Tournament of Power, it's pretty safe to assume that 17 and Frieza will have dramatic moments to match Goku. I feel that Cooler and 17 add a bit more diversity to the roster, which is great. I just wish they had a little more oomph. I know I sound like a broken record at this point as I say it in pretty much all my fighters reviews or news topics, but more dramatic scenes could go a long way for the title. I think after this first season the game has definitely addressed its issue on samey characters, although some of the DLC roster would have been received better if they were part of the base roster. It's a good addition and if you've been following the game you no doubt already have them downloaded or on your wishlist, so again I'd say they're worth a buy. Or at least the season pass in general is worth picking up as the roster gets a lot more colourful and fun with some of these fighters. I hope you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to like and subscribe and don't forget to click on the little bell icon to stay notified. You can also find me over on my personal channel Arisen Culture, where I throw everything at the wall until something sticks. Until next time, bye!
Where's all that bravado?